No. Hold on, I'm gonna drink this water, then we finna get into that. Everything sounds really muddy. Hello, my name is Devin. I also go by Infinite or Prod by Infinite. And today we're going to be hitting another honest music reactions. And now we on episode 5. We're going to kick it off with Beats by Chaos. If it's hot, it's hot. If it's not, y'all know the rest. Get it. This is really interesting. I like this. This might be a little bit hard to catch on the camera, but I feel like the 808s are a bit loud. Then also, I feel like the melody is a little bit too loud, and I feel like it's kind of taking over the beat, where like you can't really hear like the clap and the perks and the hi-hats as much. It doesn't really sound balanced. It just sounds like the melody is kind of like hugging everything. You know what I mean? So I would just work on the mixing and that's it. Like other than that, the beat's pretty cool, bro. All right, cool. Then next up, we got Jester Kingdom. And we got the track produced by Kato on the track? Okay. Okay, we have to see what it's about then, because that's a big time producer right there, bro. Instantly has like a really nice bounce to it. This is nice. This is tight. He has kind of like a laid back, chill, not really monotone, but he's just kind of like in the cut rapping, which is something that's very hard to pull off. That I see like a lot of other people try to pull off, but they don't really do it right. I feel like he's doing it right because his voice is still interesting when he's doing it.
We got my neck closed, that's a hefty check, probably 10 times my net worth. Say you got a man's, but does he have a net worth? I don't even think so, bitch, I really know so. I can eat you out till my motherfucking neck hurt. Get the pussy up till your motherfucking leg burst. Tell me, are you worth a while? I don't even think so. Money like a puzzle, maybe something I can fix though. Damn.
This is probably the only issue I have with the track, is that it's getting a little too stagnant. It's just kind of like coasting like this the whole time. When with songs, it's really good to like build up energy, break down energy and stuff like that, and just kind of roller coaster it, you know what I mean? So that's probably the only thing I have against this track. Is just like I feel like it's just staying like this the whole time, and it's not really picking up energy. It's not I'm starting to find myself getting a little bit bored listening to it. No offense, because like it's definitely dope. It's just like there's not enough change up. There's not enough switch up, and you're kind of just like rapping the same way the whole time. Another person had the same issue on the I believe it was the first episode, like the very last one. When you just kind of like rap the same way throughout the hook and the verse, it kind of gets hard to distinguish what's the verse, what's the hook, because at least in this day and age and within this art, you have to let people know like, oh, the hook's coming up. That's why people have risers and drum fills and things like that. Or like, oh, the verse is coming now. That's why we have transitional effects and things like that. All right, the next up, we got Dame X Beats. But on his little website here, it's just X Dame X. So right now we got the emotional Drake X J. Cole type beat. So we finna listen to this. Okay, off rips, that sample's tight. I should tell it ill. Mm. All right, so this track definitely super dope. I like it. Damn, I'm about to talk about the intro. Like, I feel like with all these beats, all I do is just talk about the intro. But that's mostly just because I feel like intros are very important to the beat because it's like the first thing someone hears, and like it grabs your attention, and then like a lot of people, they decide if they like a song within like the first 30 seconds of the track. So that first 30 seconds is like really fucking crucial, bro. But like here, like the intro is really good. But this is just like a personal thing that I really like. I always feel like the intro melody and the melody for the hook should be different. Whether it be like an effect or like halftime or something like that. There should be some type of difference between the intro melody and the hook melody. I like the fact that you had a riser in there. You had like a little doop doop doop, had a tape stop, like all that stuff. Super dope. I'd probably have the riser and the tape stop hit at the same time. So it goes like, shoo. I hope you know what I'm talking about. Like, I hope I illustrated that right. So like because I noticed the riser goes up and then the riser stops and then there's like a break and then the tape stop and then it goes into the drop. I feel like it would be a smoother transition if the riser went into the tape stop. My hands have no idea what they're doing right now. I like this effect. It's pretty cool. It's different. So I felt like that little wave in, wave out effect kind of lasted a little bit too long. I felt like it would have just been like a cool little effect to go from the hook into the verse. I felt like that would have been cool where it was like and then hit the verse. But I feel like it lasted a little bit too long. But other than that, man, the beat's dope, bro. Like, you definitely did a good job on it. Just those small little critiques that I mentioned earlier, and that's it, man. That's it. All right, and then last up, but definitely not least, we got JC, and then he sent in a beat. We finna listen to it, give it a little critique. Okay, got a little lo-fi guitar. I ain't drinking enough water, bro. No. Hold on, I'm gonna drink this water, then we finna get into that. Everything sounds really muddy. I feel like everything isn't clear enough, and then I feel like it's really quiet. Especially with all the beats that we were listening to earlier. This one is noticeably like quieter. So, like, it's a cool idea. Like, the idea is there. Like, it does sound good. I think you just need to work on your mixing and mastering and making sure that it's loud enough and it's clear enough. Maybe raising some of the high end in the master can help out a little bit with this. Or maybe just looking into, like, mastering plugins and stuff like that that can help you get to that loudness point. Like, I know Ozone 8, I believe is what it's called. It has like a master assistant and it can definitely help out with something like this. Just making sure it's as loud as it needs to be, and then it can also be like as clear. That's something I would definitely recommend getting to help you with something like this. Okay, so I just listened to more of the beat. It definitely is really good, but it just needs work on the mixing, and that's it. Like, other than that, it's solid. You know what I mean? Maybe add like a little bit more like effects for transitions, and maybe structure it out so it's like intro, hook, verse, or however type of arrangement you would want to do. But I would definitely recommend structuring it to like what a song would be when you put it out. And then that's probably my only critique, man. It sounds good. Like the idea is there. It's just a little bit more work on the craft when it comes to the mixing, and you're good, bro. All right, and then that concludes this episode of the Honest Music Reactions. My name is Devin. I also go by Infinite or Pride by Infinite, and peace out.